This is the story of Saiveon Hopkins, a 24-year-old father to a 10-month-old who had his entire life ahead of him. Saiveon was a talented model, rapper, and he worked as an adult film star, but his life would be tragically cut short in a violent confrontation. Saiveon was visiting family in Lincoln, Nebraska, to celebrate a birthday when he found himself in a dangerous situation, attempting to protect his cousin from an escalating altercation. In a heartbreaking turn of events, he was shot while intervening, ultimately succumbing to his injuries hours later. How did a night of celebration end in tragedy for Saiveon and his loved ones? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Lincoln, Nebraska, the capital and second largest city in the state. With a population of approximately 294,000 residents, Lincoln boasts a diverse demographic, including a growing number of immigrants and refugees, making it a melting pot of cultures. However, it was here, amidst the lively streets, that a tragic event unfolded, claiming the life of 24-year-old Saiveon Hopkins, better known to some as Jay Hefner. Saiveon was a hard-working 24-year-old whose star was on the rise. He was a talented fashion and fitness model and was an ambassador for Fashion Nova Men. He could also be seen in the rapper Glorilla's music video. Saiveon was also passionate about his rap career, and his rap videos can be seen on multiple social media platforms.
Who the fuck gon' step on me? Nobody! Get bodies touched for zero down, my credit good, no cosign. 50 shots, I blow this bitch, I'm good for least like 4 bodies. Shoe call me a rap boy, these some lambin', I know phone posits. Dog still a going lay on some Sophie Bruce, so I'm tryna put this Drake on some.
Saiveon most recently received his certification as a veneer tech.
When last time you got some teeth cleaned, huh?
Probably been a little minute, man. Mike got a cavity or something.
I ain't worried about it. I'll take care of it.
You may begin speaking now.
Open your mouth, bro. Damn. Oh, no diddy. I already told you I ain't do her teeth. I ain't had, bitch, what? I'm on my way. Hell, man. Got me up.
Nigga, you ain't gonna finish my teeth, man?
Many knew him from his work in the adult entertainment industry and from his OnlyFans.
Oh, damn, that almost f***ed it up. Whoa! Jay Hefner, the reason why I should be able to in her, cause I'm really slanging out this motherfucker. I'm really gonna put it on her, you feel me? Perfect side attendance. You feel me? I show up, I show out, and I get around. You feel me?
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name Jay Hefner.
Do you want to read this poem on this rose?
Oh yeah, that say, roses are red, don't leave my balls blue. Come with the whoa.
Outside of his many hustles, he was a beloved son, brother, and father, deeply rooted in the lives of those he cared about. Friends and family remember him as someone with an unwavering commitment to helping others. He was the type of person who would go out of his way to protect those close to him, as tragically demonstrated in his final moments, while trying to defend his cousin from violence. Saiveon was a man with a heart full of warmth and generosity. His kindness was well known within his community, where he was described as someone who always wore a smile and lifted the spirits of those around him. His girlfriend, Madeline Murchison, described him as her safe place, a man who showed her a depth of love she had never experienced before. Saiveon made it a point to express his love daily, leaving a lasting impression on everyone who crossed his path. Beyond his close family and friends, Saiveon was a source of stability for his terminally ill mother, Jeannie. It is reported that he started OnlyFans and entered into the adult entertainment business to raise money to help care for his sick mother. Not only did he help care for her, but he also supported his siblings, shouldering a heavy burden with grace and compassion. Despite the challenges life threw his way, including balancing his work in the adult film industry with his responsibilities at home, Saiveon never hesitated to be there for those who needed him. Saiveon's life extended far beyond his career. He had recently completed a course to become a veneer tech, looking to build a stable future for his young daughter and family. He was determined to ensure a better life for his 10-month-old daughter, whom he loved deeply. This strong work ethic was a proof of his desire to provide and care for those who depended on him. Sadly, Saiveon Hopkins' life would soon take a devastating turn. On Sunday, September 8, 2024, Saiveon Hopkins tragically lost his life in a fatal shooting while attempting to protect a family member. 7, had traveled to Lincoln, Nebraska to celebrate a loved one's birthday. His weekend visit, intended for joy and family gatherings, turned into a devastating event that ended in violence. On the night of the shooting, Saiveon Hopkins found himself outside a bar in downtown Lincoln, near 11th and P Streets. Around 1:30 a.m., a fight broke out in the area. Reports indicate that Saiveon, always protective of those he loved, stepped in to defend his cousin from physical violence during this altercation. In the chaos that ensued, multiple gunshots were fired, and Saiveon, along with another man in his 20s, was hit by bullets. Emergency services responded quickly to the scene. According to the Lincoln Police Department, 2 men were found with gunshot wounds, including Saiveon, who had been shot in the chest. Despite being rushed to the hospital, and after life-saving measures were attempted, Saiveon succumbed to his injuries a few hours later at approximately 5:37 a.m. The other victim, who also sustained injuries during the fight, survived and was reported to be in a stable condition. As of the time of reporting, investigators were still trying to piece together the exact sequence of events that led to the shooting. Police confirmed that they were responding to several disturbances in the area when the incident occurred, but details on how the fight began and who initiated the violence remain unclear. The area around 11th and P Streets, known for its nightlife, had been the site of multiple incidents of violence that weekend, with this shooting being one of 3 separate shootings between Saturday night and Sunday morning. However, the focus of the investigation remained on this particular fight, which led to Saiveon's death. The tragic news spread quickly, with media outlets picking up the story. Family members described Saiveon's death as the result of a senseless act of gun violence. His death struck a chord with many, those who were familiar with him in the adult film industry, fans of his rapping, and those who followed his modeling career. He was also a loving father, brother, and son, therefore, his loss was devastating to his loved ones. Family and friends were left reeling from the sudden loss. His girlfriend, Madeline Murchison, was one of the first to publicly express her heartbreak. In an emotional tribute posted on social media, she described Saiveon as her safe place and someone who vocalized his love every day. She shared how she instantly broke down upon receiving the tragic call from his mother, Jeannie. Madeline's grief was echoed by many others who took to social media to remember Saiveon as a loving and protective figure. In the aftermath, a GoFundMe campaign was organized by Kyra Miller, a close friend of Saiveon's terminally ill mother, Jeannie Brown. The goal was to raise $25,000 to cover funeral expenses and help the family during this challenging time. The overwhelming support from the community surpassed expectations, and as of September 9, 2024, the fundraiser had raised $29,025 from 278 donations. 2 days after Saiveon's death, on Tuesday, September 10, 2024, the community came together to honor his memory.
Saiveon Hopkins' family says he was taking his mother to the Husker football game on Saturday night. He was shot and killed near 11th and P Streets after several fights broke out, according to police. Devastation weighing heavily on his family now as they try to cope with his death. Saiveon grew up here in Lincoln. His family and friends here gathering on Tuesday night to grieve the loss of someone they love. With balloons and a picture, they spoke about how giving and kind he was to everyone. Saiveon's friends tell me he always had a smile on his face, and he also had a strong work ethic. As they lit candles, Saiveon's family honoring the legacy he's leaving behind, including a young daughter. His friends say it's an unbearable pain, and they say a senseless tragedy like this should never have happened.
A candlelight vigil was held at the site of the shooting near 11th and P Streets. Friends, family, and community members gathered to mourn the loss of a beloved community member. At the vigil, many spoke about Saiveon's kind and generous nature. His family, especially his mother and siblings, were devastated by the loss. Those who knew him described him as someone who always had a smile on his face and who worked hard to support his family. His passing left a void in their hearts. The vigil also became a platform for the family to call for justice. Though many expressed sorrow, there was a deep desire for the perpetrators to be brought to justice. The Lincoln Police Department has been working to gather evidence and determine who was responsible for the fatal shooting. However, as of the last update, no arrests had been made, and the case remained under investigation. The police encouraged anyone with information about the incident to come forward. As the investigation continues, Saiveon's family, friends, and supporters are united in their call for justice. The shooting has shaken the community, highlighting the tragic consequences of gun violence. While the case remains open and unresolved, the family's grief is compounded by the absence of any arrests or definitive answers about who was responsible for the violence. Saiveon Hopkins' tragic death is a sad reminder of how senseless violence can shatter lives and communities. This incident should never have happened. A young father, devoted son, and caring friend lost his life while trying to protect his loved ones. The circumstances surrounding his death raise critical questions about safety and conflict resolution in the communities. The impact of this tragedy on Saiveon's family and friends is profound. His mother, terminally ill and reliant on his support, now faces the unimaginable pain of losing her son. His 10-month-old daughter will grow up without her father, and his girlfriend, Madeline, is left to navigate a world that feels unbearably empty without him. The emotional and financial burdens placed on his loved ones are immense, further highlighting the need for community support and resources in the wake of such devastating loss. My condolences to his friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.